Greetings everyone, welcome to the Spankey Guitar YouTube channel. Today I want to do a quick demonstration on the tones of a active versus passive pickups. And I've been reading a sort of a debate, if you will, on some of the forums where a fella, he ended up getting a Les Paul tribute. This one is a studio. I do have a tribute sitting beside me, but I'm doing some work to it right now. And for the purpose of the video, this has a 490R passive pickup in the neck position, which is the same as the tributes. The tributes also have a 490R in the neck. So I'm just going to use this guitar for the demo today. And so yeah, going back to this guy, he bought a tribute and he said he couldn't quite get the sound of Metallica. I guess he bought a guitar. He really likes the band Metallica, James Hetfield and almighty Kirk Hammett, and he said he can't get the it doesn't sound the way it should with you know, a brand new Gibson Les Paul tribute. And so the reason why I want to do the video is because I shared this a similar experience and trying to figure out a workaround. And to be honest, back then I was kind of baffled. How could you know, you get this very expensive guitar and it doesn't sound nothing like Metallica or you know, that tone that they have, crunching tone. And it wasn't until, well, I've always known about it. You know, I've got a little bit of experience over the years with guitars. So, but only Gibsons recently. This past, I think last year was the first time I bought a Gibson. And so yeah, I found out that it has to do with the output of the pickups, and that's only one. Now two, it could also be your amp. You can have a low output humbucker such as the Gibson passive PAFs here, such as this one, or you can get the sitting behind me here is an LTD with active EMG equipped 60 and 81 in the neck and the bridge. This is the LTD Deluxe in vintage black, I believe that it's called. It's a nice satin finish, made in Korea. Locking tuners. So yeah, Kirk and James are well known for using EMG pickups for many years that are the same as these. I think now they have their own signature sets that are, you know, voiced a little differently than stock EMGs, but nevertheless, the EMGs are very high gain output pickups. And so yeah, I'm just gonna do a couple of quick riffs. I'm gonna do it in a couple of Metallica riffs, just to show you what us Metallica tone seekers are referring to. And what else do I got to say here? Oh yeah, so yeah, back Kirk and James, they obviously, you know, they're biggest band in the world. They have many guitars. They do have Gibsons, obviously. One of their they have a couple of pretty notable guitars that most guitarists are familiar with. James Hetfield has a custom Gibson Les Paul custom. I think it's a 1973, and he put on an iron cross, and he sort of modified it. He put a sort of a stripe on it, and but I'm not sure if he has the original. In that year, I believe it would have been like a T-top PAF back then in his custom, or maybe he swapped them out to his current EMGs. I'm not sure about that. Maybe some of you guys will know. But also Kirk Hammett has he has a real burst By that I mean a real 1959 Gibson Les Paul Sunburst, which was previously owned by Peter Green, I believe, and it's called Greenie. They call that one the Greenie. And so that one has the original PAF pickups in it. So and he pulls it out on stage a couple of times, but I noticed that it's not on the more heavier stuff. He pulls it out on songs like Fade to Black, No Leaf Clover, but you know, so he's still using a Gibson. So I'm going to, so yeah, going back to why, or the best way to get the Metallica tone is, in my opinion, is to get EMGs. I saw a guitar in my local buy and sell Kijiji for maybe, I think it was $200, and the guitar, I think it was a Kramer, and it had EMGs. So if you're really searching for that Metallica tone, I would rather buy that Kramer with EMGs instead of much more expensive Les Paul that you know, where you might be disappointed because you can't get the higher gain tone. But you can get a high gain amp, you know, the Angles, or what other ones are out there. There's all kinds of high gain amps out nowadays, and that will push a passive pickup. And I'm not going to go into the technical details of what makes them different, but just quickly, the EMGs, these guys, for, you know, a lot of you already know, but for those of you that don't, these ones utilize an active circuit where it boosts the signal, and under this compartment is a 9-volt battery. If that battery's dead, you're not going to get any sound at all, because I think there's sort of like a preamp in there that boosts the signal. So the output of this humbucker in the Gibson is, I believe, around 7 or 8, 7.5, maybe 8. And all of Gibson humbuckers, they all have different outputs, but the 490, sorry, the Studio and the and what else? Oh, the Custom, they have 490R and 498T in the bridge. So the 498 is more of a hotter pickup, and so if you switch to the lead pickup, you'll be able to get more close to that sound. And so these active pickups are closer to like 16K ohms. These ones are, this one is 14, the 498, and this one, like I said, is 7 or 8. But the burst buckers are closer to 7s and 8s. So anyhow, let's get on to some demonstrations, and then following these two, I'm just going to do, like I said, a couple of riffs. So sorry for talking so long here, but I want to throw in a cheaper model, or a less expensive model, to show you that you don't really need an expensive guitar like this to get actually, I'll show it to you right now, to get that sound. So this one here, I haven't played this one in a while. This is an Epiphone made in Korea. Special. But it's very well built. It's one solid piece. Mahogany likely. Very nice grain on the back. Cool grain. I got this for under 200 bucks. I think like $180 maybe last year. So yeah, this is the made in Korea, are built very good. And so this has a high output pickup. I think this is close to 16 as well. So we'll throw this guy in the mix and see what you guys think on the sound. Well, there you have it, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. I wasn't the best playing of Metallica Master of Puppets, but got pretty close, and just wanted to illustrate and show you guys what the difference was between the PAF passive humbucker against the active humbuckers, or yeah, active pickups. As usual, please subscribe if you like the videos. Lots more to come. Hope you have a great Sunday evening.